welcome to Wrestle Heads. I'm Chuck Jones.
I'm Amar Scott.
Randy Dix.
We just came off of one of the biggest weekends in professional wrestling. And when I say the biggest weekends in professional wrestling, I'm talking the mega weekend that just took place in Brooklyn, New York, with the WWE showcasing two separate main severe shows. The NXT Takeover, which was their first time in a big arena like the Barclays Center, and of course, the 28th annual SummerSlam. So with that being said, gentlemen, let's cut to the chase.
One thing we can't forget about while we're here, because this is Wrestling Heads, and this is not the WWE Wrestling Heads, ROH and New Japan Wrestling put on a show in Brooklyn at some AAA baseball field, and it was packed, and I heard it was the fucking shit, man. I heard that fucking card was good too. It was just good wrestling all around this weekend.
Can I say something with you bringing them up? And I love Ring of Honor, but what irritates the shit out of me with them, they sit there and cry about the WWE, but they like WWE groupies. Every time they go somewhere, they follow them.
Yeah.
When it's the big events. Mm-hmm. You can't talk shit about them. Mm-hmm. And then when they big event come around, you want to go right behind them and be in the same city and try to take up some of their crowd. You ain't gonna get much because you don't fill up seats like that. But take up some of their crowd. They need to stop doing that. It's like if you're gonna take advantage of that shit, then you go along with the flow.
Yeah.
Now,
so with that being said, Saturday night, you know, NXT had their big show Takeover at the Barclays Center.
Takeover Brooklyn.
And they were actually very successful in selling out the arena for the night. You know, they had a good amount of matches on there, and I couldn't say anything bad about any of the matches that took place. We saw the legendary Jushin Thunder Liger come over from New Japan for a one-night-only showing against Tyler Breeze. It was a great match, ending with the you know, the Liger bomb and you know, Jushin Liger going over.
Yeah, I mean, Tyler Breeze, even though they got the kid jobbing and stuff like that, but you know, it wasn't bad. I mean, you think about it. History is made. Liger, first time in WWE in his illustrious 30-year career. I mean, at 50, he looked better than some other 50-year-olds that's wrestling. I mean, just with that being said, you know.
And also, a few things to note. The NXT Signature Show, they had a couple of title changes as well. The Vaudevillains became victorious. They captured the NXT Tag Team Championship.
Them
well deserved. You know, it was a great contest. You know, I mean, I like the old style. I like how they, you know, how they wrestle, and you know, it's just, man, when you say throwback, it's like an understatement.
They're deep. They're deep guys. Throwback, like 20s and 30s.
We're talking
they're going back to the Vern Gagne days.
I think a little bit before.
Probably
that,
before that, back in the days of the carnivals.
Yeah, that's exactly what they look like.
Yeah.
Where's the bearded lady at?
But they look great, and you know, congratulations to the Vaudevillains for becoming the NXT champs. We also see the debut of Apollo Crews, also known as Yuha Nation. He came out and wrestled. You know, he gave us
legit.
He gave us just a little taste against the Perfect 10 as to what we have to look forward to from him in the near future. I mean, from what I saw for him, he's clean on his spots. He's fluent. Looks like he can work with just about anyone. You know, and he had a good crowd reaction. I look forward to seeing him.
You think about it, not only was his birthday yesterday, making his debut.
Turned 28.
Yeah, but, I mean, in that match, he's built like Bobby Lashley, but got the agility like a Big E, and then some, with the drop kicks crisp. Everything he did was crisp. And for his finishing maneuver, the stand-up moonsault, it was clean.
It's like
that dude. He had a perfect. If you want to ever think about somebody having a perfect debut, he had it.
What separates his moonsault from a lot of the other wrestlers was he does an extra twitch, an extra kick up that really snaps his body around when he comes down. It's not like your John Morrison or anything like that you would see. So yeah, we'll look forward to seeing more from him in the future. Getting to the brass tacks of the matter, you know, your two main marquee matches of NXT, the Women's Championship, Sasha Banks defending against Bayley. Congratulations to Bayley. She captured the NXT Women's Championship over Sasha Banks. Well deserved. She worked hard and she deserves the honor of carrying the belt. At the end of the match, the 4 horsewomen of the WWE, Becky Lynch, Charlotte, and Sasha Banks, got back in there, and they all congratulated her in an emotional celebration, which ended with Sasha Banks throwing up the 4. We can take that however we want to, but that was definitely a great night for women's wrestling in the WWE.
Yeah, hold on. Let me put a comment on that. When you think about it, that match was match of the night. I don't even care if Finn Balor and Owens was in a ladder. It still wasn't better than that match. And with that being said, you got good old racist Greg Valentine coming out saying women's supposed to be in the kitchen, they shouldn't be wrestling.
Wow. That's what Mark.
If you want to see that in the comments up in Wrestle Heads, I'll put it up in there. But then you got that weekend that he said that, I think he said it like Thursday, and then you see the women come out there and tear the fucking house down. You see him do that shit.
Worthy of being in the main event.
Well, I had a feeling that
I mean, Bayley, if you don't know about that kid, she's another one that takes people to Suplex City. And her belly to belly, I mean, hell, who did a belly to belly tonight? Was it Cena?
Cena did one.
Yeah, she can show him how to do one properly. That's what I'm saying.
So it was a great match and a great showing, and now Bayley is the NXT Women's Champion.
Congratulations.
We look forward to seeing her title reign and what she can do with it.
And that means no more NXT for Sasha Banks. Pretty much Charlotte or Becky Lynch. I think they're on the main roster for good. They have served their ticket in NXT. Now it's time for the newer breed of women that they have down there, like Bayley, right? Emma, and you know what I mean? Like I heard they got The Rock's cousin down there or something.
Yeah, she's the Nia Jax.
They also did an advertisement for her.
Yeah.
So she's going to be coming out.
So it's time for them to make a difference now.
Before we get to the NXT main event,
Rikishi.
Yeah.
Before we get to the NXT main event, I'm also going to have to throw it out there. Baron Corbin versus Samoa Joe.
Another
It was
good
also
match.
a fantastic match. Samoa Joe ended up being victorious.
Choking him out.
Their build up to the match, it was pretty good.
Phenomenal.
It looks like they can branch off a little bit more to that. Now getting to the main event, the reigning defending NXT champion Finn Balor defended against Kevin Owens in his first ladder match, and it was a great hard-hitting match. They hit their spots like they were supposed to. Everyone was thinking in the back of their head watching the match that, damn, Kevin Owens got to go tomorrow against Cesaro, and how much was he gonna do? But he didn't cut it short.
He didn't disappoint.
He wrestled a great match with Finn Balor, with Finn Balor coming out victorious. So we're gonna have to see what's next for Finn Balor. Now, with that being said, that is the NXT show for the week. And now moving over to Sunday today, we were able to watch the.
I just got to say, I have to branch in and say this. First of all, like I said in the beginning of the show, what Randy said, I agree with him. ROH shouldn't piggyback. But their show was phenomenal. I heard they tore the house down, tore the field down, because they actually got the baseball field or whatever the case may be.
Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah, they tore the field down.
Oh yeah, they had a show this weekend too.
Yeah, well, nobody,
Force.
TNA 2.0 then. But I mean, ROH.
You got to join the force.
Yeah, ROH and WWE's and NXT, they by far were the shows of the weekend. Oh yeah, from the independent note, since we're not going to really be getting into much of that, I just have to say, the fanny pack man himself, Pretty Peter Avalon, defeated Johnny Yuma to win the Heritage television title from Championship Wrestling for Hollywood. I just want to give the fanny pack man, Peter Avalon, some love, because the dude, I've been watching him since he started in Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, and he's got better and better. He still needs to put on some more weight because he looks like cheeseburger, just white, but he's a damn good wrestler. I just got to say that, give him some love on the show.
His name is Fanny Pack.
Well, him and Ray Rosas used to wear the fanny packs, and they used to come out there and kind of like Christopher Daniels and Kazarian be doing this shit, but that's why I said the fanny pack man himself.
Yeah,
but he's pretty Peter Avalon. The dude can wrestle. He just looks like Pee Wee Herman. You know what I'm saying? But he can get it in, and I just had to give him some love because unlike other people from Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, the hobo took 2 bicycle kicks straight to the face. Get well, hobo. That's all.
Good.
Yeah, I just have to say that. Bring it in.
Now that we're done talking about the hobos broke ass, let's get to the main event.
I just feel, you know, I mean, yeah, I understand we don't have that much longer, not too long for this show. I just figured, you know, give them some love too, you know, the independent scene.
Keep up the good work, guys. Now, for what you are striving to be, where you would hope to land someday, the Big Enchilada, WWE Summerslam 28th Annual. Starting the show off, Randy Orton versus Sheamus. You know, typical run-of-the-mill Randy Orton versus Sheamus match.
It was okay. I mean, it wasn't as good as their Battleground match. I'll give them that. I mean, it opened up the show, but their Battleground match in St. Louis, they tore down the house. I'm sorry. They were pretty damn good. You know what I mean? This one was, you know, it was cool, but I mean, it opened up the show.
So like a couple people took the night off.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they was there physically.
One key note to take from that was Sheamus went over this time.
Yeah.
You know, so congratulations to Sheamus for that. And then moving on into the show, you know, you had the Tag Team Championship match, which the strap changed hands.
Yep.
You know, the reigning champs, the Primetime Players, they were in a four-way contest against the Lucha Dragons and the El Matadores and the New Day. And, you know, congratulations to the New Day for recapturing
2 times
the WWE Tag Team Championships. And I think more importantly, we have to ask ourselves, why in the hell was Big E Langston shaking his ass like that? He was out there dancing like Showboat and House Party 3.
it was Beach Street. It was Beach Street USA out there.
Man.
But at the same time, I put it like this. I said it about a month and a half ago. If you're smart, put the titles back on the New Day. The New Day, I mean, even though you can say they don't really need it, because they are so far over right now. I mean, they've taken this 3-man team that they had, and they have really rolled it out. When I mean by rolled it out, they just didn't take the assignment and take the gimmick and flop it out. They rolled it out. They got the crowd is coming back around. Now they're for the two-time tag team champions. The New Day, I mean, God, man. And that match was freaking good. You know what I mean? If you want to ask about what opened, in my mind, what opened up the card to say, okay, this is SummerSlam, and we're here for the 28th annual SummerSlam, was that tag team match. That tag team match was damn good. You know, that tag team match was good for all you haters out there. That tag team match was good. It was better than whatever else you were saying.
There were certainly a lot of bodies flying around in that match. And once again, congratulations to the New Day. So, you know, after the New Day's match, you had pretty much a grudge match. Dolph Ziggler returning to action from filming the movie, you know, going against Rusev. And, you know, the story of the night, though the match itself didn't end correctly, what you can take away from the match was the, you know, basically the fiery build-up that's leading to Lana going straight up with Summer Rae. I mean, the way it looked to me in the match, probably looking at a mixed tag match next month.
It might be.
You know, Dolph and Lana against Summer Rae, and Summer Rae against. Yeah, but it'd probably be I don't know. Maybe they could do it on Raw.
Yeah.
You know, but as long as Summer Rae keeps those blouses open, you can go ahead and stay on the show, honey. So
match was decent. I didn't like the finish. I mean, I don't like the double count out, but I can see why they did it.
It was a shitload of bad finishes at SummerSlam.
Yeah, to keep winning. Yeah, you got to say that. But you know, it was decent. I'm not gonna have too much high praise for the match because you know it was good. It was okay.
It was all right for a grudge match.
Yeah.
So with that being said, then you also had the Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship on the line. You had the reigning champion Ryback defending against the Big Show and The Miz in a triple threat contest. And, you know, basically to take away from that one, I think we all can agree, we felt The Miz should have, you know, took the strap, but Ryback did retain the championship, and he is still the Intercontinental Champion. You know, again, another questionable finish there. He didn't finish strong.
No, he was blown up. He was tired.
Yeah, so, you know, Ryback won the belt. Randy, you got anything on that one? Or you got the fans on the phone there? What you got going on there?
Because I was trying to get back by this subject. This Ryback, that dude's a damn disgrace as a champion. He's a fucking disgrace.
It was the match. It's gonna fall in that same category.
You tell me that you strip Daniel Bryan when he gets hurt.
Yeah.
But it's so important for Ryback to keep the belt. And not only he kept the belt for he's going, a month or so?
About a month, yeah.
Month and a half?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, about that time.
Because he missed the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And this SummerSlam, it was like what, 6 weeks?
Yeah.
By the time they ended that pay-per-view to this one, they stretched it out for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And he was that important? Like, he's that dude that you hold up time for?
For some reason, I think
He come back and wrestles like that?
God.
He wrestles like that? That dude is garbage. That dude shouldn't even have a job.
So with that being said, that was the Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship match.
Piece of trash.
The next match after that was the gimmick match. You had Cody Rhodes, a.k.a. Stardust, and Wade Barrett teaming up against Adrian Neville and the Star from...
Stephen Amell.
Yeah, Stephen Amell
from Arrow.
The Wooden Nickel or something like that.
The wooden nickel.
Hey,
whatever.
Hey, Jack, you get that dude his respect.
Man, that dude, he brought it
You
tonight.
get that dude respect.
Whatever the case may be, for a movie star, he did get in the ring and he performed very well tonight.
He wrestled better than a lot of people.
A lot of a lot of the tough enough guys.
Yeah, the tough enough people can sit there and learn something from him when you show goddamn dedication. And the sad thing about that is, that dude's an actor.
Yep.
He's Casey Jones in the next Ninja Turtles.
Wow.
Is he really?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't know that?
I like the original.
He's going to be kicking Sheamus' ass in Ninja Turtles.
Oh, okay.
Now, with that being said, that dude came in there, he came ready, he came game.
Yeah.
You could tell he took it seriously.
He came to wrestle. He came to perform.
And he
he
wasn't like none of them other superstars or stars come in there, do some half-ass shit. He went full throttle.
He sure didn't snook it.
And he sold.
Yeah.
He sold. It's a damn shame when a damn actor is showing up some of the fucking people on that damn SummerSlam card. Ryback, your ass on notice. You can sit there and learn something from that dude.
So with that being said, it was one hell of a contest.
And
obviously Stephen Amell and Adrian Neville went over. They won the match as usual.
With a red arrow.
As usually with the celebrities do, they usually give them the nod and let them win the matches. Now, this was questionable, and I'm sure a lot of people out there had a problem with it. The WWE went ahead and put on the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match.
No, you forgot about the Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose versus the Wyatt family. It was family
about him again.
family.
I stayed forgetting about that match.
It was family versus family, and the match was good. You know what I mean? The match was good.
main event.
It was. But the match is good.
It was a good match, and every time we watch these guys go at it,
the match is good.
I can't say enough about Luke Harper and his performance.
Oh, Luke Harper sold the shit out of
Luke
that
Harper
match.
works hard day in and day out. We thought there might have been a twist or a turn or anything. Thought maybe Dean Ambrose might have turned, or maybe Eric Rowan would have came back, but no, it was meat and potatoes with Bray Wyatt on his back. That's pretty much how the match went down. And then after that match, the match that followed, we didn't think that the WWE would put their main event on towards the mid-card.
Yeah.
But the reigning, defending WWE World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins went title for title against the United States Heavyweight Champion John Cena. And I gotta tell you, if you were questioning Seth Rollins' title reign, as some were,
I was.
what I saw tonight, and I think anyone with any sense in their brain could say, is after watching him wrestle against John Cena in that contest, Seth Rollins tore the house down. He deserved the victory. And, with this momentum that he's got, the sky's the limit now. He has definitely validated himself in my eyes to definitely be one of the great reigning champions that we got. He is now a double champion, folks, because he did win the United States Heavyweight Championship. Amar, take it away.
Questionable finish. I'm going to start off by saying that. Questionable finish. Didn't like the whole what's his name, the guy from the Daily Show,
Jon Stewart.
Jon Stewart. Kind of, you know, him and Rollins had a little thing, little sideline beef going on over the last, say, 6 months. But, you know, he, with the good old heel turn, you know, which he was so undecided when he was in the ring. See, this is where he didn't take the money that the WWE was paying him, which was a lot. You piece of shit. You didn't take your craft less serious. It's the Arrow Boy did. Why? Because the Arrow Boy came out and wrestled a damn good match. You didn't even have a match. You had a spot. You had a spot and you weren't spot on. What you did was, you got out there and was like, should I hit John Cena or should I hit Seth Rollins? And you were kind of giving away what you were going to do. See, a real guy would have looked directly at Seth Rollins, and once everybody got up, you go like you're going to hit Rollins and you turn around and you nail Cena. No, we knew what you were going to do before you did it because you gave it away.
Kept looking at Cena too goddamn much.
Exactly. It's like a quarterback looking down a motherfucking receiver. You just can't do that.
John Cena was taking a long ass time to get up.
He couldn't breathe through his fucking nostrils.
Cena was blowing up.
He was blowing up. He ain't wrestled in about almost a month or a good couple weeks. You know what I mean? Hey, he probably couldn't breathe through that septum. You know what I mean?
Bro, he probably had no business wrestling in the first place.
Probably did. WWE probably put pressure on him.
But I don't want that to take away from Seth Rollins wrestling out his goddamn mind.
And I want to get that out the way first. Because the match that I've seen Seth Rollins put on tonight, and what he's not only been putting on tonight, but if you've been paying attention to him, he's been putting them on Raws. He's been putting them on SmackDowns. The guy does it everywhere. He'll give you a great match at a house show. He'll give it to you on Raw. He'll give it to you on SmackDown, and he damn sure delivers at the pay-per-view. He went one-on-one with Big Match Johnny, and he deserved the victory. He didn't just win. He deserved it because he worked his ass off the whole fucking match. You know, John Cena basically jobbed out most of the match. Now, Cena hit his spots here and there. He fucked up on some spots. But the shit that Seth Rollins was doing was, he went ROH last night. He went what, Tyler Black? What? He went Tyler Black last night. He went back to ROH. Seth Rollins took it to another level. He said, WWE, your move set restraints, I'm throwing away for the night. He showed what he was about, and I'm so damn happy for the guy because I knew he could be the champion that what I knew he could be. Standing on his own. 5-star matches. Money on the mic. He's money in the ring. Period. There's nobody in the WWE right now sitting higher than him. Not saying that he's got more talent than like a guy like Finn Balor or Kevin Owens. Not trying to diminish anything they're doing. But right now, he's sitting high because he's doing it by his fucking self. There ain't no J&J. There ain't no, I didn't like the finish with the whole old boy in the ring, but there ain't no Kane. There ain't nobody. If Seth Rollins went one-on-one with John Cena and he got it done, so any doubters, I mean, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Let me get that out the way first. But what we've been seeing from Rollins deserves our respect. And I have to go on and say this, because I've been rooting for the guy for a long time, and it's glad that he got to pay dirt at WrestleMania and now at SummerSlam. Now let's see what he does for the guys that's around his age and furthers their careers, because you got to eventually make somebody else. But Seth Rollins right now is a made motherfucking man. And I'm fucking proud of the guy because he wrestled a 5-star match tonight. When a John Cena who probably couldn't breathe and wasn't at 100%. Probably shouldn't have been out there, but Rollins carried the fucking match, and that's what people need to realize. He carried it. He carried it on one of the grandest stages besides WrestleMania alone, which is the biggest party of the summer, at SummerSlam. So, hey, hats off to you, Seth Rollins, and John Daly Stewart, whatever your name is.
Also known as Kevin Garrity from Big Daddy.
You piece of shit. With the money that the WWE's handing out to you, learn your craft, baby. That's all I'm saying. Buck up, buddy.
That was a good little speech he gave Paul Heyman in the back, though.
Yeah, it was. I'm sorry. I went a little long.
You got anything to add to the title match?
Oh.
Boy, the lines are hot tonight, folks.
Yeah.
He just keeps getting messaged on the side by Wrestle Heads fans with ass, you know, and getting everything done like that.
And
you know?
they all want to be in the studio. I'm watching them. I'm watching them campaign to be in the studio, to watch us do what we do, and that's what we're doing right here tonight.
Going to the party. And all they keep asking is, who's the
DJ?
You know,
Or who's the producer?
you know.
Yeah.
So with that being said,
Okay, let me get my 2 cents out the way. Okay, let's get some stuff straight. I have not been a proponent of the reign of the age, what we call it, the age of Rollins right now. You know, I mean, I've been saying it past shows that he had to win. This was a must-win situation for the champion, or his title reign would have been in the shit house. I said that. I've been on record to say that. Even though the match was great, and hey, you can't take it away. Seth Rollins, Tyler Black, yeah, because he went back to Tyler Black. He put on the dandy of a match. And I'm sorry, he carried Cena's ass because Cena wasn't there tonight.
He wasn't 100%.
He wasn't there. And you can see it. That boy carried him. And I mean, Rollins, his wrestling has not been the problem with me. It's the overall package. You telling me that he's the best in the business at this time? You got to have it all. But with that being said, give credit where credit's due.
well, I think he showed it
He
tonight.
He's got it all.
In the ring.
Now, he has it outside the ring.
Now.
You see him on talk shows.
When you get outside, you gotta sell it to me. You gotta sell me you the man. It's the package. But he went next level tonight. And you can't take that away from him. He went next level. He became the U.S. champion. Not only retaining, thank God, the WWE championship, because nobody wanted to see Cena hit Flair 16.
Absolutely not.
And I think Big Johnny should be saying to himself, like, I shouldn't win no more titles. Is at the point of my career, you don't need no more. 15 is a nice number.
He's elevated.
It's a nice number.
He elevated.
Like,
the US
go get the Intercontinental title now.
elevate
Please,
that.
please. I'll be happy he take it off a Ryback.
Yeah.
I give a damn. You take it off that son of a bitch.
But see, that's why I thought Miz should have went over tonight, so that could happen.
With that being said, the champ needs to be proud. Great title reign. Now his title reign's legit. Now he has that marquee win.
He beat John Cena.
He beat the man.
From him.
He has that marquee win. Now it's legit. Now you won't hear me say, "Hey, his title reign shit." Now he got a legit one. He beat the man, even though they fucked it up with that Jon Stewart shit. And I mean, if
also known as Kevin Garrity from Big Daddy.
Okay, I don't think too many people saw Big Daddy, but go ahead.
I saw it.
But with that being said,
He was the real baby daddy.
you know,
Yeah.
that took him next level. I think if he would have got a clean victory, it would have even been better.
But
But
me,
he got the victory nonetheless. But I think it makes a difference when you beat somebody clean. It makes that impact, that pop. It's just like when Kevin Owens beat John Cena, clean, with no interference, no bullshit, no nothing. You get the 3 count, bam. Makes it would have made it even sweeter.
But see, to me,
shouts out to the champ.
to me now with this happening though, I think the clean victories are gonna start coming. You know what I mean?
And
Because I expect him to hold. I expect him to hold it through Survivor Series.
And he got to stand. He got to stand up for himself. He can't let Cena keep coming in there, talking to him like he's some fucking garden bitch. He has to. Even all that. If you look at through the annals of time with the heel champions, and he coming behind the edges, the Randy Ortons, they never let Cena just go out there and just ass rape him in a vocal debate. You know, Cena might have got him, but it wasn't just a straight thrashing. He got to step that part up. You know, you the man now, and you really the man now. You got 2 belts. He better act like it tomorrow, which I'm expecting a big Raw. And don't be surprised if they fucking book Sting versus Taker tomorrow night. You heard it here.
So with that being said, the Divas had a sensational contest as well. It was a triple threat match with the 3 teams of 3 women, the Bellas team, the Paige team,
PCB.
and the PCP, and
this guy with
PCB, not PCB.
they were the submission sorority,
That was
but then
me last week.
women were getting fucked, and then they just had to stop changing that.
God.
Okay, bad bitches, they were there.
Oh God.
For a split second.
But the thing is,
Just going nuts.
with the ladies competition and stuff, they went out there, they did their job, they had enough time to do it,
Man, they worked.
and The team with Paige, Charlotte, and Becky Lynch came up victorious. So congrats to you ladies. We will definitely look forward to seeing what you got for us in the future.
I would like to add on to that, like the match. Of course, Team Bad was in there for a cup of coffee, but they, I could understand why they were eliminated because really Sasha Banks wrestled a hell of a match the night before, so she probably didn't have really too much left.
That match was better than that one right there.
Yeah.
And that's the truth.
Yeah, it probably was. You know what I mean? It probably most likely was. But at the same time, talking about this match, you got to give it up for Paige and Alicia Fox. They worked their ass off this match. They were in there majority of the time. It was mostly Alicia Fox and mostly Paige in there majority of the time, taking the grunt work of the match. Now, what was it? Brie Bella? You piece of shit. That's all I'm gonna say.
Bree's the one very.
You know what I mean? Yeah, because you didn't want to take that damn move from Becky Lynch at the end. She didn't want to take it. That's why it looked so bad, because she did not want to take it. But you could take some a rack attack from your sister, but you can't take it from a real legit female wrestler. You don't want to let her get a shine, but you'll let your sister and her rack attack get all kinds of shine. I bet after that Sasha Banks and Bayley match, y'all was sitting back like, oh my God, we're going to lose our job. The only thing we're going to have is total divas. Nobody's going to respect us. You're goddamn right. Ain't nobody going to respect you. Why? Because you just don't get it done. Period, point blank and simple. You better go be thanking Alicia Fox's ass for carrying you tonight. But that ain't going to always happen. Bellas, your time is up. Tick, talk. Tick, talk. You're almost out of time, Bellas. Thank God when it happens, please.
So with that being said, a sensational female match, which led us to the match before the match. You got Kevin Owens versus Cesaro, and they gave them a prime time spot. Kevin Owens versus Cesaro right before the main event. This was, to me, a very important injunction in how we booked this card, because they had to understand something. You're in Brooklyn, you're in New York, you got 2 Ring of Honor veterans there. You know the crowd is going to go nuts as they cheered Ring of Honor during the match. I like that because they deserve the moment, first of all. Number 2, it shows that you have enough guts to say, hey, they may not have been WWE products to begin with, but we're going to go ahead and let them showcase their talents late in the card. And I was really happy for someone like Cesaro because it's taken him a long time to get the respect. And at the same time, Cesaro went down tonight, Owens went over, but Owens needed the victory because he just got done putting over Finn Balor and he had a good match. So, to me, it was a good match.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I can't say enough about that Kevin Owens and Cesaro match. I thought that was going to steal the show, but hey, I was wrong. Cena and Rollins, in my mind, stole the show. You were right, But that match with Owens and Cesaro, the match was good. It had it all. Cesaro brought it. Cesaro looked damn good tonight. Even though, he didn't get the victory, but he looked like he belonged on the main event stage. He showed, I'm sorry, let me bring you back a little bit. Let me rephrase that. He belonged. He showed he belonged on the main event stage. And they deserve that spot that they got. Because they took that spot and they uplifted that spot and they looked damn good doing it. I gotta give it to them. And hats off to Kevin Owens. With a damn good match last night with Finn Balor for the NXT title, and then to go one-on-one with Cesaro tonight in the match before the match.
Yeah.
You got to give it to the guy. The wrestler. I said it earlier during the pay-per-view. I love where the future is going for the WWE, because once Vince and that other lame ass, I can't really jabroni. That jabroni done. Move their ass to the side. The future's gonna look so bright for the WWE. And you fans just watch. If you love wrestling, you're gonna have it once they get their old crusty asses up out of there.
So with that being said, that was the match before the match.
Don't you ever talk about Kevin Owens' weight. Ryback's strong, buff ass couldn't do half the move Kevin Owens done doing the ring. Straight up. But he's a fat guy. But Ryback's a fake ass strong guy. Believe that.
Fat pride.
For real.
So with that being said, the main event of the night, the coup de grace itself, the Undertaker, the legend, the future Hall of Famer, going one-on-one against the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar. One hell of a match. You know, Undertaker didn't get his ass kicked like everybody thought he was.
Should've.
Undertaker carried himself in the match. He did the best he could with what he had, and he made it look good, in my opinion. In my opinion, the Undertaker did what he had to do.
He did the best he could.
He is the legend in this business, and I'm sorry, when it's all said and done and we close the chapter,
Strong song for him.
the bottom line is he didn't go out there and get his ass kicked.
Slow, sweet singing and casting.
No, he didn't go out there and get his ass kicked. He did what he had to do. It was a false finish.
You rich phenom. Cry me a river for him.
There was a bit of a false finish there. You know, some controversy towards the end of the match.
Let's be honest. Some
people say he tapped. Some people say he didn't.
That's tapping.
The timekeeper rang the bell.
You say he didn't. Not some people. You're the only one that didn't see it.
I don't believe he tapped out.
Oh God, man! You should have wore those damn shades in there because you probably could have saw that he was tapping out. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
Ray Charles could see that shit.
Stevie Wonder could see that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because Ray Charles is dead, Randy. He died back in 2004, so I'm sure he didn't see it.
Did you hear me when I said
Now,
that?
Stevie Wonder, you got a point there, but
Ray
Stevie
Charles
Wonder's
seen it,
blind.
and he's dead.
So he couldn't see it either.
Yeah, well, hey, he heard it. They all heard it.
And then my thing is,
You know who seen it? The ring announcer. I mean, the guy that does the bell. He had a peripheral view at the Undertaker tapping out like a little bitch.
well,
You know what I mean?
Well, technically he didn't.
It was tap out, straight out of tap outs for the Undertaker.
Hey, it was tap out city.
Tap out
Technically,
city.
the timekeeper didn't see it because his line of sight was blocked. The other arm was on the other side of Brock.
No.
So he didn't see
The
it.
timekeeper was on the side where he tapped out. The ref was on the other
he
side.
wasn't.
The ref didn't see it. The timekeeper saw it.
Neither
That's
one
why
of
he
them.
was able to make the call.
No,
Because the Undertaker tapped out.
I don't think he tapped out.
Oh my God! What was he doing? Having a 50-year-old fucking spasm? Does he have Parkinson's like Michael J. Fox? You know, he just goes like this. I mean, come on, Muhammad Ali and this shit. Come on, man, make another excuse. You know what I mean? Come on. I'm sorry.
We are not offending those with Parkinson's.
And I apologize for that.
Got no goddamn sense.
I apologize for that. But what is he having? Muscle spasm or something? I can't stop my hand. I can't stop my hand. My hand's just gonna go like this.
You guys
man.
expected the Undertaker to go out there and look like shit, and he didn't.
He did.
No, he did not.
He
went
did.
out there and he carried the match.
did not
He
go
held
through
his own in that match.
He got 5 suplexes.
I'm sorry if he didn't get his ass kicked like everyone else, but what
He got
do you
nothing to do
expect?
with getting his ass
He's the
kicked.
Undertaker.
He took 5 suplexes.
And that's it.
Undertaker, what do you expect?
Run through a table.
Undertaker
I
should
give him
never
the one
take
through
all
the
those
table. That was
suplexes.
legit. He didn't even take the last 3.
Hell.
He took 2.
Roman Reigns took what, like 13, 14
Roman
suplexes?
Reigns and the
3 and
Undertaker,
5?
I mean, these are very vast comparisons here. We can't put Roman Reigns in the same conversation as the Undertaker.
Yeah, you can. When the Undertaker brought his
we
own
can?
and crept his ass back.
Oh, we can put
We
him
talking
in.
about now. We're not talking about Undertaker from early 2000 or in the 90s, fella. We talking about the 50-year-old senior citizen that's bringing his ass in the
For
ring.
real, he has an open house at a senior home. You know what I mean?
You
You
guys-
act like this guy could
you guys
You
can
get,
say what you want.
get his
You can pass
insured.
Brock Lesnar
You
out.
get him his insured
You
and
guys-
his AARP card
That's
and
what I'm
sit his
saying.
old
You
ass
guys can
down.
say whatever you want, but let's be real. Roman Reigns didn't sell out that arena tonight. The Undertaker did.
Bullshit, he didn't do it.
Sell out the arena.
He didn't do it.
SummerSlam sold the arena.
And I mean, hey,
The Undertaker
all
did on
bullshit,
that card sold that
all
damn
bullshit
show.
to the side, he was one of the black marks on that damn card, of a good card.
Look.
Now that's the truth.
This doesn't
You
surprise me.
wanna go some truth telling. See, the problem is your ass is blind. Not only with the fucking glasses on,
Now
but you're
I'm
blind. But you're blind.
You didn't even see
about
the
what's
tap
going on.
out.
Yeah, Mister, I don't want to see a tap out.
You couldn't
like
even
this.
admit to that.
Like this, I don't want to see it.
He tapped.
I didn't cover my eyes. I was watching the show.
Yeah, you didn't know. You didn't want to see it.
And you
That's the thing
gracefully
about it.
missed the tap out. Look, here, in my mind,
That old bastard tap. And that's as plain and simple.
Here's my opinion on it now. For one, he tapped, man. He fucking tapped. You know what I mean? Two, the match was okay. You know, it was better. I'll put it this way. It was better than their damn WrestleMania piece of shit 17 months ago. Or whatever the fuck that was. It was better than that. That debacle. You know what I mean?
It's sad when you have to say, oh yeah, it was better than this. You couldn't just say, oh yeah, it was a good match.
It was okay. It was a good match. It was okay. And what the finish sucked, man, because that dude tapped the fuck out. Then he gonna go with the perennial low blow because he's a 50-year-old man and he made a beast tap out to a move that he didn't even have on right.
You know what's the sad thing about
That's
this?
sad.
The real sad thing is, as we talked about Cesaro, they went after them.
Yeah.
And they couldn't hold their jockstrap. And that's the fact.
So with that being said, SummerSlam was an exciting show.
It was exciting.
It wasn't better than NXT.
It's gonna be.
I mean, NXT, I wasn't, okay, yeah, you're right. NXT from start to finish, it was good.
It was good. They didn't have one hiccup.
They didn't have one hiccup, I'll give you that. But look, to all this, I just want to say this. You know, we read the internet, you know, because, you know, that's our job. All you haters out there, you know what I mean? Come on, man. You guys wouldn't know a good show if it was in your fucking face. You guys are probably 12-year-old kids sitting there in your mommy's house, or your 40-year-old man sitting in your mommy's house in the basement or something on your computer, and you ain't got nothing else better to do. But a real fan know that it wasn't a bad card. So get off your high horse, shut the hell up, and sit down and watch it. Were you not entertained? Then you need to shut the fuck up and watch the fucking wrestling.
Hey,
and that's all I gotta say to that.
But I don't understand with this, getting off this whole Undertaker thing. Like, with the fans, right? With this Roman Reigns shit, it's like, why are you booing?
That's another debacle.
It's like, why are you booing? What you
trust
drop
the
your
fans
head down over there for?
This guy.
You got something to say?
But that's right, though. Why?
You got something to say?
He earned the cheers. I give it to him. I'm not the biggest Roman Reigns fan.
I'm just saying, why are you booing?
But he's earned his spot. You know what I mean? He's done well enough right now.
You know what's the point? The point is, it's to the point they don't even know why they booing.
They just booing the boo.
They're
fucking mindless sheep.
Exactly.
I say you pay for the ticket, you do whatever you want. You watch the show, you say whatever the hell you want. That's what makes the beauty of professional wrestling. Everyone has their own perspective
their own opinion.
and their own
Well, thank
viewpoints
you for
on it.
giving us the whole tutorial
Just because
about
what we
being a
say
wrestling
here
fan.
doesn't mean it's right. You know, because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about when you try to compare Roman Reigns to Undertaker. Fucking Roman Reigns will never be on the Undertaker's level.
And you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Keep trying to give praise to a fucking 50-year-old
Because
bastard.
I have enough sense to respect a person
Respect
that
what?
brought SummerSlam to
Respect
where
what?
it is today.
I don't respect. Let me tell you something, fella. I don't respect a motherfucker who been getting paid millions and millions of dollars, showing up once a year, and then all of a sudden, because this is his Get World Tour, we supposed to break open the champagne because he come in there and put on a shitty match.
He didn't put on a shitty match.
He didn't put on a shitty match.
No, he didn't put on a shitty match.
That match was shitty, and you know it.
That WrestleMania match was shitty. This was okay.
The match was going to be shitty.
You see, when you have to say words like okay, then it's already shitty. When you have to sit there and downgrade that shit and say, oh yeah, hey, it was okay.
You know, if Brock Lesnar put on a block and shot his ass in the ring,
was it better than Cesaro fucking Owens?
Nope.
Was it even in the same fucking hemisphere of that shit? Hell no.
It was nowhere close.
Brock Lesnar, fact, you know this, I know it, Chuck don't know this shit. Brock Lesnar took it easy on him. That is like the easiest fucking match I've seen him wrestle.
I'm not going to speak against The Undertaker because I have respect for his body.
What's right is right. The New Day, that tag team match was better.
What is you talking about?
We are not in a business where this is right and that's right. It's what happened.
Okay, so
here,
answer, riddle me this, nigga. If you sit here, Hulk Hogan getting a damn match, right? Because you respected Hulk Hogan. He get in there, even though it's a big pile of trash. But you gonna say, oh, it's a good match because it's Hulk Hogan in there.
Well, what'd you say about Hogan when he faced The Rock at WrestleMania?
That The Rock carried his ass?
Yeah.
But it's still...
And you know me, I ain't a Rock proponent.
I'm sorry, but the match still went over well.
Yeah, it did, but I'm a big fan.
Why did it go over?
Because they went out there and did their job. They told the story.
Yeah.
And if you don't think The Undertaker told the story here tonight with
What was the story?
That he can still beat his ass.
He can't beat his ass.
Okay, well then we won't look at all the blood and all the marks on Brock Lesnar's face. We'll pretend it won't happen.
Oh man,
we'll pretend it didn't happen.
Boot.
Oh God. was
Let her
bleeding.
open up anybody, and you know it.
Randy, he was bleeding in 2 separate places.
Yeah, he was.
Okay, the Undertaker has a big ass foot.
God. He big dick kicked him.
So anyway, Russell Heads, because it's just pointless.
You need to
at this
bleep
point.
that one.
My bad. If they're kids, they shouldn't be watching.
So with that being said, you know,
The cap off a sad SummerSlam main event.
we can all say that Monday Night Raw should be good tomorrow.
Let's hope.
And you know, the way it went tonight, you know, Paul Heyman's probably gonna lead the show.
Oh man, he's gonna rip into the Undertaker's ass.
He's gonna
tomorrow
lead the show
night.
tomorrow.
Oh, tune
Probably
in,
with another-
please don't miss it.
Probably with another iconic promo.
Man, he's gonna rip his ass open.
But
way wide.
And I'm almost at the point where
Right
I would
after
love
that-
to see the Undertaker come out and say he's retiring.
But right
I'm
after
at that point.
right after that,
because they're gonna put that Sting shit. I don't want to see that.
right after that,
I don't want to see him no more this year.
He's gonna be at SummerSlam. Survivor Series.
He don't need to be.
It's gonna be probably team. It's probably gonna set up like we discussed. It's probably gonna set up that
He don't need
WrestleMania
to. I see
day
enough.
because Sting's probably gonna be there. Sting's
I
gonna
see
be at
enough.
Raw. I heard Sting's gonna be there, so he's gonna be like, "Oh, you've been low blowing everybody. We'll low blow this back or whatever the hell he's gonna say."
The Undertaker,
you know, team Sting versus team.
Undertaker
there's
had two
there's definitely
matches.
some low blowing going on.
Undertaker had 2 matches, and he brought down both people in them 2 matches, and that's a fact. But let's move on from this shit because we can throw Undertaker's piece in the dirt all day.
So anyway, Monday Night Raw is going to be pretty good tomorrow. You know, Seth Rollins, I'm interested to see which route they're going to send him in now. Like,
Yeah.
who's his next opponent going to be, or are they going to be sending
They're
him
gonna
back?
stay with Cena.
Cena's going to get the
Of
rematch
course.
clause to the United States title, probably.
I think if they give him the rematch at the next pay-per-view, okay, granted, okay, whatever. But I think somewhere down the line, Cesaro needs to be in that title, man. If you're saving Roman Reigns for WrestleMania to win it, or whatever the case they may be doing with him, you know what I mean? Cesaro needs to be in the title picture. After Owens, work him off into the title picture, even though he doesn't have to say win the title per se, or whatever the case may be. But put him in the title picture. He deserves to be in the main event.
You know what scares me? When you got the champ gets another title, you know, they start combining these titles and start...
He's going to have to do double duty.
Not only that, but they might use a way to get rid of the U.S. title for shit like that. You know, that's the stuff that people don't talk about. Like, when they give somebody another title, and he already got this title, they're like, okay, I don't need this, and put this to the side. What I want to see is Rollins come out there like, man, I'm the man. I just wanted to show you I can do it. Now, tonight, we're having a tournament for this title to crown a new champion. That would be best for business.
I wouldn't mind seeing that, but I would also like to see him do straight, because we talking about stealing, like piggybacking off of shit earlier. WWE is going straight out of ROH's playbook with Jay Lethal. You know what I mean? And see if Rollins can defend both titles. Make Triple H make him defend both titles at the same night.
I think that might be too much copying and too much overkill. And I mean, you don't
Well,
want
because
to
see, ROH
with, no, I was gonna say with Steph Rollins' style.
Yeah.
I get ROH. They do that because Jay Lethal, to put himself there, he has to do that.
But what
Seth
I'm saying
Rollins
is
don't have to. Do
with Jay Lethal, they're not having them defend on the same night. They're having them just defend both titles. If the WWE want to make it like something interesting, make them defend on each night. But your plan that you said, it does work. Come out there and say that he wants to see if he can do it, drop the title, make a tournament, have Cena eventually take the Intercontinental title, lift that up, and all over again.
I'll be happy
you know
with
what I
that.
mean? That would be great.
I'd be happy
you know?
with that.
But
But John needs to take a rest because that wasn't John out there. You know,
Seth Rollins carried him tonight.
he carried him that whole fucking match.
Yeah.
And with that being said, props to the champ. You know, props to him. Give him mad props. Like, you deserve that because you carried the fucking measuring stick of the company in that match.
Because John Cena's done it.
Shouts out to Seth Rollins.
Because you know John Cena's done it for other people, and it's glad to see when somebody and that's one thing that makes the guy. You know what I mean? And everybody's, like I said, entitled to their own opinion. But what makes the guy to me is the guy that's able to take your moves, make you look good when you don't have it sometimes. You know what I mean? And still, the same thing that Flair and Michaels had. They used to make cats look good on nights that other cats didn't have.
I know.
They'll make them look good.
I
you
seen
know,
it from
even
the
CM
Chicago
I was gonna say even CM Punk, he had that kind of quality too. He can make you look good on a night that you didn't have it. You know what I'm saying?
Jive,
So
you kinda looking
I mean, I'm just saying. And, I'm not the biggest CM Punk fan, but I say it is what it is. He'll make cats look good on nights that they didn't, you know what I mean, have it. He will bring it out of them and make them look good. You got to say that.
Biggest superstar is the Undertaker.
Oh God.
It don't matter.
Undertaker's a name.
Of course, it's not gonna matter.
Undertaker's a name.
Because that makes sense, right?
Of
course, it ain't gonna matter.
Because they came from two different places.
He's a name.
Undertaker's a name. The thing about this,
Undertaker's not a name. The Undertaker's over 20 years old.
Name though.
The Undertaker's over 20 years old.
CM Punk been in there over 20 years.
Nobody gives a fuck though.
Shit, no, you don't give a fuck. CM Punk got the fucking world's respect because he went through the independence. He made a name for himself.
Undertaker didn't go through the independence.
He can't. And
sure
remember,
about that?
and remember this.
Sure.
And remember this, Jack. What you forgetting? Undertaker was a fucking failure when he started out. WCW and all that shit. And Vince, and you seen the shit. I put the story.
Vince
didn't even want to hire him.
So
They went chasing after CM Punk. CM Punk made a name for himself.
So
not only made his name,
so now what you're saying
when he got to the big time.
So basically, now what you're saying is everything that the Undertaker's done don't mean shit.
Nobody's saying that. But you
like he didn't have five-star.
You keep falling back and
because I'm sorry, his career. He's like top 5 all time.
Let me stop. Nope, he's not.
Yes, he is.
And you were finna say 5-star matches? No, the Undertaker, that is not in his repertoire of having 5-star matches. He has had them because you know why? Motherfuckers like Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, them people. Now, you want to say he had a 5-star match? Yeah, thank them. And with Kurt Angle, people forget about that. Great match because the other person, he do enough.
That match with Triple H in 2000 or whatever that was good.
What you gonna say, the first one?
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah, because them other ones where Undertaker damn near died, the second one, and then he had to come back the third one, and which was looking unbelievable, and had to do the same damn thing. But
so with that being
this
said,
ain't Undertaker's
folks,
show.
So with that being said, folks, prepare yourself for a great week in wrestling.
I hope so.
Now, going into the kitchen bitch section of the show, does anyone have any kitchen bitches this week?
You know what? I'm just excited from the card, man. I'm fucking proud of Seth Rollins, man, getting there and doing it. My kitchen bitch is, that the guy from the Daily Show. Just, motherfucker, learn your craft. Take the time to take some time for your craft. You're getting paid big bucks, partner. Big fucking bucks,
and
man.
you're a fan, fella. You should know better.
You gotta know better, man.
You gotta know better.
I could have played that better. You know what I mean? I really could have.
I don't think it much matters because they're not going to put them in that spot ever again.
No, I'm just saying I could have played that better. I mean, come on, dude. You're getting paid big bucks. Now you probably got paid a meal for that. Just that little spot. Stephen O'Malley, whatever his fucking name is, was in a match and he looked fucking good. You were in a spot and you looked awful. I'm just saying.
That was pretty impressive, him diving off the ropes like that.
Yeah.
He did a lot.
He did a couple of things that were pretty impressive in that match. He was actually taking bumps and all that.
That dude, he needed to give props given to him for his work in there. He brought his craft. You ain't got no kitchen bitch, Chip?
I really don't. Not this week.
I got one. The fuckers, well, I got a couple. First, the fuckers who booked this shit. The bookers, maybe Vince McMahon, we can put them all in the shit pile. It's a bad thing. Fact. When NXT looks better than SummerSlam, there's something wrong with that. Fact. Yep, Triple H, exactly. Shots to the game.
But now,
the game.
But here's the question with that.
Okay, am I going to finish my shit?
No, I'm gonna ask a question in between your speech.
No, because you want to come with this shit.
NXT did do better. I mean, it looked better than SummerSlam. But let's be honest. Is it really a loss for the WWE? They made money off of NXT and they made money off of SummerSlam. So they really lost.
You know where it's a loss? And this is where it's a loss at. When you have supposed to be your third-rate show, because you got what? Raw, SmackDown, and NXT, right? When your third-rate show look better than the 2 combined shows, that's a problem.
Not when you're still making money off
That's
of
a problem. Nobody's talking about the money part of the shit. We know they're not losing money. I'm talking about the aesthetics of the pay-per-view, fella. I'm talking about you tell me that these are the best that you have. And then we seen the best the night before. Then you get to the pay-per-view, you got people like Ryback. You got the Big Show who should be fucking retired. You got people fucking, the Undertaker throwing out clunkers. You got Brock Lesnar taking it easy. You got goddamn actors showing their asses up in the ring. That's your problem. And these fucking bad finishes. What, it was like 3, 4 bad finishes?
Those
And
are
that-
botched finishes.
And that shit, that took away from that. Seth Rollins was rolling. And they had to fuck that up. That Undertaker and Brock Lesnar match, like, what the fuck was you thinking when you came up with that finish? I mean, it was like a lot of clunky shit. It was you figure like for the organization, for the roster, it would have been cleaner and crisp. I would have thought they would have been fucking up at NXT last night, not the main roster. And I'm sorry, that fucking I come back to that Ryback shit. That dude is trash, man. He's trash. He's not fit for you to sit there and wait. Daniel Bryan, I can even say this. As I was against that Intercontinental title reign, but he's fit for waiting for it. That dude, he's not.
Yeah.
And the longer he has that title, the more of travesty it is.
The hard truth and nothing but the truth. Deal with
And
it.
that's the damn truth.
You gotta deal with it.
And that's all I got to say about that.
So tune in next week, Wrestle Heads, for we will have a great week in wrestling, and we will definitely bring it to you live next week. I just want to throw a shout out to the San Francisco 49ers for beating the Dallas Cowboys.
It's a fucking preseason
I don't
game.
care if it's preseason or no season. I'm glad we
I can throw
won.
out a shot to the Bears.
Y'all been undefeated in the preseason,
Shit,
right?
We got Andrew Luck's ass.
Ain't y'all undefeated in
There you go.
preseason?
Yeah, we undefeated right
Shit,
now.
we only
But
won one game.
That
We won
shit,
today.
that shit don't
Steelers,
mean
baby.
nothing to me.
Yeah, preseason don't mean shit.
Well,
Steelers
you-
look good today.
you know,
They
anytime-
still don't mean
anytime
shit.
it matters.
And I want to say shouts out to whoever nailed Jordy Nelson and put his ass out.
He fucked himself up. He
ACL.
fucked himself up.
Yep.
Shouts out to you, Jordy Nelson. I don't have to see
Hey,
you
hey,
week one
Hey,
trying to fucking run behind somebody and get a touchdown.
You should have said shouts out to the turf at Pittsburgh Heinz Field for putting Jordy Nelson
Hey,
out.
I don't know who put him out.
The turf did.
But it
Oh,
was,
you heard yourself just running?
Yeah, just a
but
stick
it was
move
great
and turn
news.
it.
You see,
Fuck this
shit, I was talking to your ass. I said, Jordy Nelson tore his ACL.
It's always a good moment when the Packers
hey,
go down.
Man, we
It's
was hitting
sad.
him like it was crazy.
I said
Bad it wasn't
I
Aaron
said it like
Rodgers,
this.
but we'll take
Hey,
it.
he got hit a couple times too.
It's like this, Jack. It's sad. You shouldn't be happy about somebody's downfall, but
Well, you with the Chicago Bears, y'all need
fuck Green Bay.
Hey,
And fuck the
Because
Dallas Cowboys.
Minnesota ain't going. Minnesota might be a little something this year. We'll see how that goes.
the only thing they're gonna be blowing is that.
You better,
Later, Larry,
you better
have
hope Bridgewater's black ass don't get hurt. Big Red Productions.
Big
No,
Red
over.
Productions, homie.
End of show.
Is that really